Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms, Chip in Norton. Right, so we need to fill the sprayer back up because he'd run out yesterday. So first job first, let's get the herbicide off the trailer. See if we can pick both up at once. So once he's filled up, I'm going to get him back into field 5 because he'd ran out just as he was doing that last lap of the headlands. Then we'll get field 2 sprayed up, and then I think what we're going to do is skip a few months, get a few bits of product in, make some money, and I think we're going to upgrade the Massey Ferguson. It's a good tractor, it's just a bit underpowered, and when we start planting sugar beet and potatoes, we're going to need two good tractors really, and we don't want to be struggling. We'll obviously be higher purchasing it because we won't make that much money, but it will be beneficial. So while that's filling, I am thinking it's gonna be something. I would love that. I just think it's a bit out of our price range at the moment. So what I'm thinking is we might end up with this fast track. It can do 42 mile an hour on the road, which is 192 horse, but obviously we can upgrade that to 230, and I think that should be ample for what we need at the moment. It'd be a great second tractor. Obviously we'll got to have the beacons on and the light bar. That's just a no-brainer. But yeah, so we'll have a look at that. We'll get these fields sprayed up, we'll mess around in the yard, and we'll see about getting an upgrade. So let's take him back to the field. In a matter of fact, I think I'm going to take over finishing this field just because I can see he's missed quite a few spots and we don't want to hurt yields. Not off our crops that should be making us some pennies. So we'll turn that on and let's go. I'll see you when we're done. Right, that's that field all done. So I think there's one more to do, which there is. That's field number 2. So we'll hop out of here, come down here, and we'll nip into field 2 and get that sorted. So just going to set a worker going in here because I've just remembered another job we need to do before we skip, which is fertilise our grass field. So we're going to hop in here, just going to drop these bags of lime over here for the time being, and then we can get them inside in a minute. So we'll pull up here, unload, and of course it's unloaded it into crates. Very strange. Never mind. Right, let's get this pulled up here. Jump in the telehandler and let's get her filled with some fertilizer. Right, that's our 2 bags of fertiliser in there. I'm hoping 2,000 litres is enough for that little grass field. I can't see why it wouldn't be, but you never know. We did fertilise it obviously when we seeded it, but I would imagine it's going to need some. So let's head on down to that grass field and let's get it fertilised. Nice short drive that is to the field. Make sure we don't clip the nice walls. Get her unfolded and let's get fertilising. See you in a minute. So I'm just going to put the line back in here. I've decided I'm going to put the spare fertiliser into the orchard, keep those apples coming, because as soon as we can afford the cider factory we will be making cider, but obviously we need a sugar beet as well to make some sugar. So I believe there is a sugar mill on this map, so let's go down here. Yeah, so we do have a sugar mill on site, so I would imagine we will be leasing that instead of buying it, because I would, but that is a way off yet, so let's get him filled up. It looks like the other workers finished, so we can now fast forward a few months, get some products, and get some money in the bank account. So we'll pull this over here for now. And let's fast forward a few months. I'll see you probably in March. Right, hello everyone and welcome to March. So we know this month we can get some potatoes in the ground and some sugar beet. However, as you can see from the finances, it's not been a cheap couple of months. But we do have 1,000 litres of milk, so we will be getting that sold. We should have a few pallets. Oh, we do. So we can get all of this sold. And we should have, well, I think we'll have run out of fertiliser in our apple orchard. Yeah, I can tell already because the trees are not beautiful. So we have 28 pallets of apples sat there now. But we do need some money because we can't afford potatoes and we can't afford seed for the or to rent anything to put sugar beet in. So I'll nip over here and let's get loaded up with some pallets. Right, let's get these pallets all pushed into a better, more convenient spot. And I will get loading. I'll see you shortly. Right, so here we're at the shop. First load of chilies. I thought we'd all be excited. Ooh. So it looks like we've got about £41,000 for our chilies. So that's a result. So now we're at positive 15. So I'm going to head back to the yard. I'm going to start loading some more products up. We're going to keep selling them, but I think, if I'm not wrong, I think the drill does sugar beet. So we're going to go check that, because if it does, we'll get a worker set up with drilling some sugar beet while we're selling the rest of the products. So I'll meet you back at the farm. Right, so here we are. So I've just left that there for a second. We're going to jump in the old Lamborghini, drop this trailer off, and we'll have a look and see if the drill does sugar beet. Obviously we know we need that potato planter on the potatoes. We do also need to check what horsepower it requires to run that potato. So 170 horsepower. So it does look like it will take seeds as well as potatoes. So we might be able to just put seeds in it. So it doesn't look like that does sugar beet. So that's annoying. So let's scroll down to beet harvesters and vegetable planters. So I believe it'll be one of these. Like their headers, vegetable planters. Nope. Ah, no, I remember now. It's been a while since I've done sugar beet. You need a planter. So we know we've got 200 horsepower. So we're going to have to rent something like that. That just does sugar beet. What's the working? So that's 8 metre. That's 9 metre. That might be the one to go for. How much will that cost us to lease it for the day? £4,000. So we'll pick that up. While we're at the shop, we might as well, yes, just get a weight block, because we will need it. So we'll have a look at weight blocks as well. But we will also get a big bag of fertilizer. And I think we have seeds in the yard, but we'll put a bag in it and then we'll empty it before we return it. So we do need to have a look for a weight block, because I don't think our tractor will pick it up. So, what have we got? Quite a lot of options. Don't think it'll need to be overly heavy, but it would be nice to have a nice looking weight block. I think that one shall do. So what I'll do, detach that. I'm going to send a worker in this just to save me, and I can get on with selling a few more products because we've now spent a load more money. So we'll get loaded up and I'll see you at the sell point. Well, that definitely wasn't meant to happen. These trailers can be quite top heavy. Find it with their curtain siders a lot as well. Right, let's test our backing in skills again and try and get this unruly dolly trailer over that sell point. If anyone's got any tips of how to reverse dolly trailers better, please let me know. £90,000. That is definitely needed. So we'll head back over to the farm. Let's get the last few lettuces and let's start getting some sugar beet in. Right, so we'll get this filled up, ready to put our sugar beet in. I'm hoping one bag will do, but we haven't got rid of this fertilizer yet we left in the yard, so we may be calling on it soon. Let's get some seed in. And we'll set a worker to send that back to the farm. So we'll get him to pull up just on the roadway and we'll drive it in. We will get some more lettuces loaded. See you at the sell point. So that's another £50,000 from lettuces. Beautiful. I knew those glass houses would pay off eventually, so we'll head back to the farm. Hopefully the worker will be there with the planter and we can get him set up on sugar beet, and we'll nip to the store and I think we'll get a new tractor. See you then. So we'll return the Massey to the yard and it will be the Massey's last voyage. We'll get it to the shop and we'll trade it in for a younger model. See you there. Right, let's get this sold. So I think we'll take the scenic route, or it likes to call it a shortcut, but I find it more of a scenic route. Go past all the fields and past the farm shop. If we don't turn off wrong. Right, here we are at the shop. And the last time we will drive the Massey 5713. It's been a good little tractor. It is just very underpowered for what we need. So I think we're going to repair it just because we should get a few more pennies for it. So we're going to get £74,000. That's not too bad. Oh, there must be a classic tractor show on today. That one's got a flat tyre. I think these are all up for sale, the old girls. Right, but we're not interested in anything old. Let's have a look at something new and shiny. So I think what we will do is I do like the idea of getting this fast track with the upgraded engine. It's possibly one of my favourite tractors ever. Love the Fast Track 3000. What a beauty of a tractor. We're going to put it on. I'm going to put it on narrow tyres because then we can do the spraying and everything with it. I know it looks a bit silly. I prefer fat tyres, but we don't want any crop destruction. We're going to have a light bar with rear lights. Got to have the beacon package. We will put horns on it as well, I think. Do like our tunes. Mirror covers with lights. I don't think we need a front loader because we have got a nice telehandler. We'll also leave that off for now because we want to try and keep costs down. So, I'm going to put 30% down. I'm going to put it over 10 years. We will try and pay it off a bit sooner, but we don't want our monthly bills to be too much. So we're going to go option 4 because it is a lot less. But there is a final fee. No, we're going to go option 1 because we do not want the final fee at the end. Because who knows where we'll be in 10 years time. Hopefully we'll have paid it off by then, but you never know. So, let's go have a look at the new edition. And here she is. An absolute beaut of a tractor. She does look a bit silly with the narrow tyres, but obviously they help around the farm. So, get the beacons on and we'll head back to the yard. See you there. It must be said what a difference it is to have a fast track on the farm. So much quicker from getting to A to B. So, I'm going to pull up behind the worker. I'm going to hope for... Oh, it's parked in the hedge again. Standard worker behaviour that. We're going to go get him set up in the field up there, planting sugar beet. And we're going to go get the potato planter. And we're going to start planting potatoes. Because we need them for our crisp production. Obviously we've got the canola there growing, ready to make some oil. But we definitely need some potatoes. Or tatters, if you like. So we'll barge our way through there. Get hooked up to this bad Larry. So we'll get a worker set off. Seems a bit weird, that work direction. Would make more sense to do it like that. And let's get him on his way. We'll jump back in the fast track and we'll go get the potato planter on. I'll see you at the yard. So I don't particularly know how much potato seeds we're going to get through, but we've got 2 bags of seed in the yard. We've chucked them both in, so we'll head down to the field now and we'll start putting some tatters in. We don't want to go this way because we'll be going over the crop. Let's go the right way. So I think we're going to put tatters down in field 4 and 1. So obviously, as you can see, sugar beet going in field 7. It's not a very big field, so I don't know if to do 7 and 1 and just put tatters in field 4. But we will see. We'll start getting some in field 4 and we'll see how we go. Ooh, really shouldn't take our eyes off the steering wheel for too long. Yeah, let's head down to field 4. So, we've made it down to the field. And we're going to get set up and get some tatters in. So, let's get her lowered, get her switched on. And off we go. We'll get planting. What I'll do is I'll do a few rounds and then we'll check in. I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy the music. Well, that used seed a lot faster than I ever suspected. So, we are going to need to go to the shop again. But, let's see what we can buy. Right, so we're going to need at least 8,000 litres. So, we'll nip up to the shop. I think what we'll do is we'll pick up 10 boxes and bring them back. So, let's head back to the shop and the telehandler. See you there. Right, so we're back in the field. Let's get this potato planter refilled. but it looks like it takes a fair amount of potatoes in the hopper. But the question is how quickly we'll get through it. If we got through 2,000 litres doing one headland and 1.5 stripes, I reckon we're going to be back and forth to the shop getting more potatoes. But what we'll do is we'll leave it there for today, guys. We're going to carry on tomorrow getting this field done, and we'll plant some more sugar beet down there, I think. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. As always, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.